Gopi Jana Vallabha Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare
ವಾಸುದೇವಾಯ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಗುರು ಗುರು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಂ ನಮೋ ಭಗವತೆ ವಾಸುದೇವಾಯ. ಓಂ ನಮೋ ಭಗವತೆ ವಾಸುದೇವಾಯ. ನಾರಾಯಣಂ ನಮಸ್ಕೃತ್ಯ ನರಂ ಚೈವ ನರೋತ್ತಮಂ ದೇವೀಂ ಸರಸ್ವತೀಂ ವ್ಯಾಸಂ ತತೋ ಜಯಮುದೀರಯೇ. ನಷ್ಟಪ್ರಾಯಶ್ಚ ಭದ್ರೇಷು ನಿತ್ಯಂ ಭಾಗವತ ಸೇವಯಾ ಭಗವತಿ ಉತ್ತಮ ಶ್ಲೋಕೆ ಭಕ್ತಿರ್ಭವತಿ ನೈಷ್ಠಿಕಿ. Ah, 17 today. 20. Hare Krishna Supreme Mataji, which is the shloka today?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Shloka is right, 21st.
Sorry Prabhuji, your voice is very feeble Prabhuji. 1 second. Yes Prabhuji?
My voice is feeble.
Now it's fine Prabhuji.
Which is the shloka today, 21st?
I don't remember Prabhuji, sorry.
Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. नहीं मैं उसको बोल रहा था जाना है. नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये. नष्टप्रायश्च भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी. आसन्न सौंदर्यम् अपेत साध्वसम् कृता प्रतीकारमहार्य विक्रमम् विलक्ष्य दैत्यं भगवान् सहस्रनी जगाद नारायणमादिशूकरम् आसन्न सौंदर्यमपेत साध्वसम् कृता प्रतीकारमहार्य विक्रमम् विलक्ष्य दैत्यं भगवान् सहस्रनिः जगाद नारायणमादिशूकरम् आसन्न सौंदर्यमपेत साध्वसम् कृता प्रतीकारमहार्य विक्रमम् विलक्ष्य दैत्यं भगवान् सहस्रनिः जगाद नारायणमादिशूकरम् आसन्न सौंदर्यमपेत साध्वसम् कृता प्रतीकारमहार्य विक्रमम् विलक्ष्य दैत्यं भगवान् सहस्रनिः Jagadanarayanamadi-shukaram. Asanna Saundiramapeta Sadvasam. Krita Pratikara Maharya Vikramam. Vilaksha Daityam Bhagavan Sahasranihi. Jagadanarayanamadi-shukaram.
Asanna Saundiramapeta Sadvasam. Krita Pratikara Maharya Vikramam. Vilakshya Daityam Bhagavan Sahasrani. Jagadanarayanamadi-shukaram.
Asanna Saundiramapeta Sadvasam. Krita Pratikaram Aharya Vikramam. Vilakshya Daityam Bhagavan Sahasrani. Jagadanarayanamadi-shukaram.
Asanna Saundiramapeta Sadvasam. Krita Pratikara Maharya Vikramam. Vilakshya Daityam Bhagavan Sahasrani. Jagadanarayanamadi-shukaram.
Asanna Saundiramapeta Sadvasam. Pratikara Maharya Vikramam. Vilakshya Daityam Bhagavan Sahasrani. Jagadanarayanamadi-shukaram.
Apeta Sadvasam. Krita Pratikara Maharya Vikramam. Vilaksha Daityam Bhagavan Sahasranihi. Jagadanarayanamadi-shukaram. Asanna Saundiramapeta Sadvasam. Krita Pratikara Maharya Vikramam. Vilaksha Daityam Bhagavan Sahasranihi. Jagadanarayanamadi-shukaram. Asanna Saundiramapeta Sadvasam. Krita Pratikara Maharya Vikramam. Vilaksha Daityam Bhagavan Sahasranihi. Jagadanarayanamadi-shukaram. Thank you. Asan, attain. Saundiram, power. Apeta, devoid of. Sadvasam, fear. Krita, making. Pratikaram, opposition. Aharya, aharya, unopposable. Vikramam, having power. Vilaksha, having seen. Daityam, the demon. Bhagavan, worshipable Brahma. Sahasranihi, the leader of thousands of sages. Jagada, addressed Narayanam, Lord Narayana, Adi, the original, Shukaram, having the form of a boar. After arriving at the place of combat, Brahma, the leader of the 1,000 sages and translators, saw the demon who had attained such unprecedented power that no one could fight with him. Brahma then addressed Narayana, assuming the form of the boar for the first time. Brahmo Vacha Eshate Deva Devana Angri Molam Upeyusham Vipranam Saurabheyinam Bhutanam Api Anagasam Agaskrit Bhayakrit Dushkrit Asmadarada Baro Asuraha Anvesham Apratiratho Lokan Atati Kauntakaha Lokan Atati Kantakaha Brahma Uvacha, Lord Brahma said, Eshaha, this demon, they, your Deva, O Lord, Devanam, to the demigod, Angri Moolam, your fit, Upeyusha, to those who have obtained, Vipranam, to the Brahmanas, Saurabheyinam, to the cows, Bhutanam, to ordinary living entity, Api, also, Anagasam, innocent, Agahakrit, an offender, Bhayakrit, a source of fear, Dushkrit, wrongdoer, Asmat, from me, Radha Varaha, having attained a bull, Asuraha, a demon, Anveshan, searching, Apratirataha, having no proper combatant, Lokan, all over the universe, Atati, he wanders, Kantakaha, being a pinprick for everyone. Lord Brahma said, my dear Lord, this demon has proved to be a constant pinprick to the demigod, the Brahmana, the cow, the innocent person who was spotless and always dependent on worshipping a lotus feet. He has become a source of fear by unnecessarily harassing them. Since he has attained a boon from me, he has become a demon and always searching for a proper combatant, wandering all the universe for this infamous purpose. Lord Brahma said, my dear Lord, this demon has proved to be a constant pinprick to the demigods, the Brahmanas, the cows, and innocent persons, was spotless and always dependent upon worshipping your lotus feet. He has become a source of fear by unnecessarily harassing them. Since he has attained a boon from me, Sujesh, somebody is standing outside. Since he has attained a boon from me, he has become a demon, always searching for a proper combatant, wandering all over the universe for this infamous purpose. Yes, Supriya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. There are two classes of living entities. One is called Sura or the demigods and the other is called Asura or the demons. The demons are generally fond of worshipping the demigods, and there are evidence that by such worship they get extensive power for their sense gratification. This later proves to be a cause of trouble to the Brahmanas, demigods, and other innocent living entities. Demons habitually find fault with the demigods, Brahmanas, and innocent, to whom they are a constant source of fear. The way of the demon is to take power from the demigods and then tease the demigods themselves. There is an instance of great devotee of Lord Shiva who obtained a boon from Lord Shiva that the head of whoever he touched with his hand would come off its trunk. As soon as the boon was offered to him, the demon wanted to touch the very head of Lord Shiva. That is their way. The devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead do not, however, ask any favor for sense gratification. Even if they are offered liberation, they refuse it. They are happy simply engaging in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Thank you, Mother. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gaudavani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunavadi Pashatu Deshatarine Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Brahmo Vacha Eshate Deva Devanam Angrimulam Upeyusham Vipranam Saurabhehinam Bhutanam Api Anagasam Agaskrid Bhayakrid Dushkrid Asmat Radha Baro Asuraha Anveshan Aprathirato Lokan Atati Kantakaha. Lord Brahma said, my dear Lord, this demon has proved to be a constant pinprick to the demigod, the brahmana, the cow, the innocent person, or spotter, always depend on worshipping your lotus feet. He has become a source of fear by unnecessarily harassing them. Since he has attained a boon from me, he has become a demon and always searching for proper comment and wandering all the universe for this infamous purpose. Searching for proper combatant. First thing is, it is very difficult for us to agree that somebody can be a devotee of anything except the Supreme Lord. Devotion is only applied to Krishna. This is a revolution in society. There is no other bhakti possible. There is only one bhakti, Krishna bhakti. There is no other bhakti possible. When I say Krishna, it includes all the devatas. Sorry. When I say Krishna, it includes all the incarnations of the Lord, but not the devatas. Why? Because devotion to Krishna gives a transcendental pleasure. And if a person experiences this transcendental pleasure, shows different quality of character. Not like this, searching for a combatant. We find some people are there, always disturbed. And if you sit peaceful in front of them, how can you be peaceful? You should also be disturbed. They'll not allow you to sit peaceful. You find that? A Rasic person is like, you're sitting peacefully, you're chanting Hare Krishna, you're preparing for your exams, you're studying. But some people always get disturbed. Why you're disturbed? Simply disturbed. Because of Rajaguna, the person cannot sit peacefully, and other person is sitting peacefully. Why you're sitting peacefully? You should also be disturbed. You should have uh, anxiety. True, we should have some amount of anxiety, but not the level of anxiety that I cannot even hear the holy name of the Lord. But they will have that kind of anxiety. They will not eat, they will not sleep. And anybody sleeping peacefully, how are you sleeping peacefully? Huh? Everybody will find some person near him like that. There was one doctor here. His HOD became very angry at him because he was always smiling. Why you're smiling? No, something you're doing. They think he's making fun of them. He's smiling because he's chanting every day, gets up and very attentively chant the holy name. He's so happy. The Prabhupada says the smile on the face of a devotee cannot be artificially created. He's naturally happy in Krishna consciousness. The peace of a devotee is not artificially created. It is natural. But some person is always disturbed. Just trying to understand the psychology. Why somebody is searching for a combatant. Any answer? Huh? No, he's trying to create a fight. There are some people that always try to create a fight. What do they get out of it? Huh? Yeah, it's a great pleasure. So it's very funny. So always searching for a combatant and, I think trying to prove that I'm the greatest. Because they come to imitate Krishna, so he is similarly, we want to also prove that I am the greatest. Always searching for a combatant. Easily, they create enemies. This is another nature of it. He creates enemies when there are no enemies. He creates an enmity when it doesn't exist. He thinks he is against me and he wants to finish me when we have no intention like that. You want to attack me? You're searching for somebody who insults him, even though he never insulted. Under the slight discrepancy of a behavior, slightest, they take the enmity. And then what happens? We are also conditioned. We also reply. And then tamasha happens. Correct? And somebody talks to you politely, we are also polite. But somebody rash, you also give it back and then fight. But somewhere the tendency is there to create a combat. Correct? Isn't it? So searching, it is said, Ajata Shatravaha Shanta Sadhavaha Sadhu Bhushana. Titikshavaha Karunikaha. Devotee is separate. Now, devotee is a very big thing. We have to reach a situation. Titikshavaha, very, very tolerant. Like in Bhagavad Gita, it said, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya dushkita. So all of us feel, hey, what happened today? Harinam, you're not going? Don't get stuck on because of me. My class will go on. No, you're all here. There is a Harinam team. They're offering. Okay, no problem. Huh? Because of me, मेरे वजह से late नहीं होने का. ठीक है. Titikshavaha Karunika. So we all said that we are devotees. When Krishna says Paritranaya Sadhuna, we think I am like that category. Okay? So let us hear the definition of sadhu. Titikshavaha. Sadhu is very, very tolerant. Not like this, searching for a combatant. Very tolerant. And it happens in the social dealings. Sometimes people are discourteous. They insult you. They don't respect you. Very tolerant. Okay. He's not expecting respect anyway. It's fine. Karunikaha. Very, very merciful. Titikshavaha. Karunikaha. Suhrida Sarva Bhutanam. Wishing well for everybody. Titikshavaha karunikaha surida sarvabhutana ajat shatravaha. He does not have an enemy. His enemy is not born. Ajata. Ajata means not born. Ajata shatravaha. Shatru is not born. Shantaha. Very peaceful. Sadavaha sadhubhusha. And how many of them you see in Hiranyakashipu? Tiktikshava. Tolerant. Just insult him little. He'll kill you with this gada. Merciful. Surida. No, unnecessarily beating people. You know, these brothers used to call any Devata, Indra, anybody and slap him for no purpose. And go. Tiktikshavaha karunikaha. Take a no mercy. Surida. He is not wishing well. Rather, he is doing some harm. Ajata shatravaha. Ajata shatra means his enemy is not born. He is only creating enmity. Shantaha, very peaceful. Sadhavaha sadhubhushanam. These are the qualities of a sadhu. So when we say that I am sadhu which Krishna will protect, we see that actually I am not sadhu. I do not have any one of these qualities. So here we have this funny personality roaming around the universe, trying to create a fight and have fun. Come, fight and create enmity for no purpose, kill for no purpose. And that gives pain. So this is the nature actually. Sometimes people in the name of religion also do this. So Prabhupada says that philosophy is so dangerous. We can justify everything. Just like sometimes it does happen, we get angry. Then we create a big philosophy to justify it. On the very outset, I was wrong to get angry, which I don't admit. Correct? But then we create a philosophy to justify it. Big philosophy. So Prabhupada said, therefore, he said, my devotee can be the most dangerous. Why? Because they can justify everything with philosophy. He said that. Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada said that sahajiyas, they can become sahajiyas and justify everything. Why you're smoking? I'm not body. Body is smoking. I'm not smoking. Now what do? You cannot do anything with that person. So a normal innocent man, like it happened when Prabhupada's disciples in that America, there was one famous person. Don't know to name them. They're very popular. He was smoking. So Prabhupada disciple, in the beginning they were raw, going everywhere, going here also, going there also. So they met him. Yes. Why are you smoking? See, I can do, you should not do. What is this philosophy? And rather the Shastra says that before teaching anything, see that what you're teaching, you're following. We should have that honesty, truthfulness. Suppose I say something which I'm not doing, I should not do that. If you are telling something, you should be doing that. Nobody should speak on a platform more than his realization. We should have the truthfulness. When you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna's lotus hand touches on the head. Everybody thinks, oh, we're so advanced. We get cheated. He has not told anything wrong, but he has not admitted that actually it doesn't happen to him. It can happen, but like Krishna touches his lotus hand, just like he touched the head of Prahlad Maharaj, you touch your head, you feel so merciful. Oh, wow. So people try to show some special, a connection, some special privilege they have. Krishna came in my dream and he told me to do this. Then it becomes a dream fellow. Everything is dream for him. So we all feel that becomes a standard of success of spiritual life. So the devotion actually only applied to Krishna. Now you see that Hiranyaksha has been a devotee of Brahma, but is still exhibiting Danava qualities. We see that Ravana also continued like that. So many people who are devotees of Devatas, they did not change. They continue to show the demonic quality. The demonic nature doesn't go. Therefore, real dharma is different. Dharma projita kaitavatra paramo nirma saranam satam vedyamasratra shivadam tapetro unmulanam. Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kim va pare Ishvara Saddo Hridi Avaridade Kritibi Tarshana. So it says, anybody hears Bhagavatam, Krishna will establish in his heart as an irrevocable fact. Tapatra Unmulana. If he takes devotion to Krishna, from the root of his heart, all the anxieties will be dissipated. He'll become totally peaceful and happy. So this is a privilege of a devotee, which cannot be imitated by the privilege of the Devata worshippers. Do not have this privilege. Therefore, Bhagavatam says in the second canto, you can worship the Devata, that's fine, for so many benefits, that's also fine. But if you have extra intelligence, Udaradihi, Tivrena, with full enthusiasm, you should worship Krishna. And then you will not have these kind of tendencies. But the blessings of Krishna, the devotee may achieve. You see, very nice. And Prabhupada went to Vrindavan back after establishing his mission. He was a celebrity. He took hundreds of his disciples to Vrindavan. And even today, you see all the shops in Vrindavan, they keep his photo. Because he took Vrindavan all around the world. And many of them know their shops are running because of him. Many shops in Vrindavan, he said, Prabhupada Murti is also there. He asked them why? Because of him, only Vrindavan, my shop is running, because people are going all around the world to Vrindavan. And when they go to Vrindavan, they go to purchase all the items. But Prabhupada, when he came back to Vrindavan, is such success of hundreds of centers, thousands of devotees. You see the photo of Prabhupada sitting with his old friends, and like an innocent old man, without assuming any success or anything, just laughing like old friends, without any, bhava that we develop by success. So simple. So that's a quality of a devotee. Prabhupada says, by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, all of you are becoming devotees. By my Guru Maharaj blessings, you're becoming devotees. I have no credit in this connection. If there is any credit, goes to Krishna. So we should be very, very careful. And as we do devotion service, if we take any success into our head, then everything is lost. Nimitra matre na bhavasave sachin. We have to just remain an instrument in Krishna's hand. But if you start developing some kind of a success and start feeling I'm some special preacher, then Krishna will prove to you there is nothing so special about you. See, always we should know. Just like Srila Prabhupada went to America. If it's not ABC, it will be DEF. He's ready to bestow his power to anybody who comes forward. That is also true, very interesting thing. The kind of power they showed, many of them were not starting. They were already great devotees, planted by Krishna. This is what Krishna's huge plan. Worldwide Krishna Bhakti should spread. So many people who came forward were not ordinary people. They're already great devotees. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Srila Prabhupada is commander-in-chief, Mora Senapati. That's a prediction by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. My Senapati Bhakta will going to spread Krishna Bhakti. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked this question, what will happen? Because you went all around India, what about the other part of the world? He said, if some people run away to other parts of the world and avoid Krishna Bhakti, then my Senapati will take care of them. He will spread it all around the world. That's the prediction of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So in that light, so Mora Senapati. So when a Senapati is there, he comes with, Senapati is not alone, no? How is it possible? Huh? King comes alone. King means army has come. You call a king, I want to feed you. We should ready to feed 5,000 people. He will not come alone. He will have secretary, security, at least minimum 100 will be there. The Senapati alone, the Senapati means he can lead an army. So he brings an army. There is an army, big soldiers are there. Will Krishna put at sea, living entities like we are freedom. We may not surrender. So will Krishna put at risk of sending a great one of his Senapati Bhaktas, and we don't give him any army because those fellows may not follow? True. then there was a chance the movement is successful or not, because people, it's freedom. They may not follow. Agree? You getting the point? But will Krishna put a risk such a great Acharya's mission? No, he had Senapatis already all around. Already planted, kept. Just like Krishna comes, the fathers come before. All the people, all plan. Entronage is planned. The who will play the role of father, mother, they take birth a little before. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Advaita Acharya came before. His parents came before. So similarly, the whole thing is planned and kept ready. And they see Prabhupada first day, and they shave it. 1 day, 2 days, that's all. And immediately ready. And with the kind of conviction, the kind of Prabhupada could not spend much time with anybody practically. He met them maybe 15 days, 10 days. They took charge of the movement, they take a sannyas, and with great determination serving Srila Prabhupada's mission. It's not ordinary, extraordinary. So anyway, so coming to this fact that your devotee is always thinking of serving Krishna. When you're thinking of serving Krishna, there is no question of conflict. Proposite conflict can arise when there is some personal agenda. Then we become frightened, because then this is going to be an anartha, and sometime in such situation the service has to be stopped. Correct? Because persons see, it's not that we're only thinking about preaching. Just like you're gone to somebody and you're saying me, please give me, you went to Mukesh Ambani, okay? And please give me 50 crores. For him, like even he doesn't have to sign, no secretary can sign. It's not a big amount. But for you, if Krishna feels that if we get this kind of donation, this devotee is going to lose his devotion service, Krishna may stop it just because it will lose your devotion service. Sometimes what happens, we are devotee. So we think, what we think? That I'm special. Now you are gone for some devotion service. Krishna may not sanction it because he loses you. For Krishna, not only the other people are important, you are also important. Now you are thinking, I'll go to the Europe, I'll go to America, become a big preacher. But Krishna knows if he goes there, he may run away with a young girl there. If Krishna knows you from not from this birth, he knows you from 100 births. He knows what kind of person are you. What will do? You will go to visa embassy and they'll throw the passport on your face. I was to benefit so many millions of people. Why did Krishna do that? True, you will think like that. I had only Krishna one intention, to serve you. Krishna will say, I know your intentions. I know you properly. Definitely you have intention to serve me, but it is all mixed bhakti. And nobody can see fault in himself. Huh? If you tell him, he'll pick a fight with you. You tell him, you had some other personal desires maybe. Suppose he will not agree. He will make you his enemy. So where, very interesting happens in certain situation like this, when sometimes service is interrupted, we always feel frustrated, obviously. But why frustrated? Because my Nama Puja Pratishtha has been taken away. Why frustrated? The bhakti is ahetuki. The bhakti we stop. In any condition where nobody can stop our devotion service. So it's very peaceful and happy. Devotee is always very peaceful and happy. And he understands the deep reason. Because nobody can do anything. No? Suppose you go to a visa, and you go to the passport office, they put a stamp, third, and throw the passport back at you. You are only praying to Krishna, not to him. Hey, Viharika level, sir, please help me. I want to go. Why you want to go? Now this blah, 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 something you say. And the person, what does it do? It looks at your face. And is he in control? Krishna is in control within the heart. Because nothing can happen without Krishna's sanction. Vyavarika level, you say, please help me. But in the heart, you're not depending on him. You're depending on Krishna. Krishna, let it be. What is your wish? Manifest now. He says, no, take. What do you say? Thank you, Krishna. Not that at that moment you become very sad. I remember there was a fun brahmachari a long time ago. We were in Bangalore for all devotees. So it was planned that we will all go to America and something like 6 of us. And we will start huge book distribution. Okay. So we all went to Chennai from Bangalore. Chennai is the embassy. We went there. And one of them was only 18-year-old. Just joined the temple. He pestered the president so much. He said, okay, all other people, please take care of him. The young boy, he wants to preach, I'll give him a chance. So what this fellow did, he was chanting when he's analyzing of all the, went together, passports and for visa. He was chanting Ugram Vira Mahavishnu loudly. He can also hear. He started laughing. And they have backside some prompters for them. They said, don't give these idiots. I don't know what was the reason. Dar. He stamped all of those. Take through. So he came back and said, okay, Krishna, but temporarily there was a setback. Some of them are already dreaming they're in America, all kind of things. Okay. Every devotee is a different level of maturity, whatever it is. He came back, the devotee left the temple and ran away. He could not just take the shock of a rejection of a visa. So much the mind may develop into, see, every service also has a material element. Just like now, they're going for book distribution. So they get vehicles for book distribution, they get so many support for book distribution. Correct? Any service will have some material element. Now you are a fundraiser, so you'll have a nice car, you'll have an assistant, you'll have a driver, you may have an office. So in a big temples particularly, based on the service, the facilities are given to do that service, okay? But we don't look at only the facilities, we also look at what the honor the facility brings. So become attached. And Lord Rama showed by his own example. One day his father said, my dear son, become the king of Ayodhya. He was ready. Next day he said, my dear son, you better go to the forest. And for him, both the instructions are same. But for us, both are not same. Because there is no honor in other one. You're walking in the forest. He's taking both the orders of my father. Let me execute them for my own good. True? But do we have like that? That requires a lot of maturity to understand actually that the service itself is very rare to get. If I'm getting service to Krishna, it is so fortunate. I remember a long time ago, there was one lady coming like you all come, regularly come. So one day we told her, Chandi 600, can you cook for the deities? She behaved as if she got a great award. So happy, we could not imagine. She paid obeisance to the deity many times. And after we had, till she became pregnant, for 6 months we had the feast we didn't imagine. Every day, 3-4 sabjis. You're making with heart is totally different picture. She was a very good cook, but at the same time, the energy she showed, we were shocked. Correct? So Krishna sometimes tests to see, just like when somebody comes to the temple, temple training is very good. First service, you watch them for 2 years. Only thing is washing, cleaning. That's all, no other service. Because first thing we test whether he's come to serve Krishna. Somebody walks in. I remember we had a lot of Russian devotees, and I asked one senior devotee, Russia, somebody came online once, how should I train a Russian devotee when he comes in? He said, don't even think he's a Russian. Do the way you do normal training. Then will be problem. They will be no problem. But point, because they are fair and you give them directly some preaching service, something, don't give them pot washing, cleaning, their head will not be on the ground and they will be untrained like in any. First, you forget this point is Russian. Think the devotee has joined your temple. Train him as you train normally a devotee. And then I see the result is wonderful. The devotee becomes humble by doing menial services. Every temple has a system like that. Otherwise, what happens? We get more attached to the facilities that go along with the service, the honor that service brings, and we become intoxicated by Madha Puman. We become so intoxicated, we start offending other devotees. Correct? We think other people are my enemies. We start lying, we start cheating. And definitely, yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata Abhyutthanam dharmasya tadatmanam shijami. Even here it happens. Everywhere the dharma se glani happens, you will see straight away hand of Krishna come and there is some rearrangement. But those who are attached to their service, I will only do this service, then they are disturbed. Correct? Just like presently I'm doing service as a leader here. But tomorrow my age is also coming now. Actually, it's not advisable as the age grows to do administration. It's not advisable. Suppose somebody does mischief. Obvious, we get very angry. Obvious, because you are responsible for the service. Okay? Now you may have a heart attack. You may not express it. If you are very mature, you will not express when you get upset. But you may have heart attack because of that, because the body and mind cannot take stress as the, see, responsibility means anxiety. That's a fact. Responsibility brings anxiety. You have a responsibility, you may have some anxiety along with the responsibility. But as the age grows, we cannot take anxiety. The body and mind are not capable. And neither public is also willing to see from you at the managerial role. Why this has not happened? Time is 8 o'clock now. What you are doing? Even though you are speaking out of a duty, it's not an anger out of false ego, but it may disturb your system. So therefore, it is better in a certain situation. They say, okay. So searching for an enemy should be therefore not a devotion of a devotee. But it will be there when you are looking for a mana puja pratishtha in this world. See, he is my enemy. He is disrespecting me. And he pick up a fight. And then the rest of the thing follows. So the material emotions, Hiranyaksha, please keep meditating. What pleasure he was going, looking for an opponent. We can say he was mad. That is one way. Other way, we can introspect, because we also have that Hiranyaksha element within us. If we feel somebody is my enemy, is jealous of me, is envious of me, all this kind of anarthas come into our mind, and we create enmity when it does not exist. So this Hiranyaksha kind of mentality, take it out from the heart and try to be a sincere devotee. And in service to Krishna, gradually the heart is purified. It is true, when you are doing devotion service in the beginning, it is not done purely. So generally, unless a devotee is harming him very seriously, we don't interrupt anybody's service, because by doing devotion service, gradually he will be purified. Just like when you're chanting Hare Krishna, some people think, when I'm pure, I will chant. Or some people think, I chant one round, but I chant it very purely. These are various kind of combinations you get. No, both are needed, quantity and quality. But when you are chanting or we're doing any devotion service, gradually become purified. But sometimes an emergency is there because the anartha has gone too strong. So at that moment, something urgently is done by Lord Krishna, or in behalf of Krishna, some action is taken to protect devotees' devotion service. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Dandavat pranam. Thank you very much.
Wonderful session, Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna
Dandavat
Prabhuji.
pranam,
Hare Krishna
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, everybody. So today the second batch of teachers training course is starting here, Mangalore. Okay, and we are for the Mangalore Yatra, we are getting unlimited beach houses. So you will have added attraction. True, beach houses. The rent is always also beach double, but somebody wants it. We are making both arrangements. I think the dates are 18th, 19th, and 20th. So basically, we'll be booking for 4 days now very soon. 17th landing, 18th the Chota Janmashtami for us, local Janmashtami, 19th Bada Janmashtami, August, and 20th Prabhupada Vyas Puja. So this comes Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, so and you can leave on Saturday or Sunday. Saturday evening you can start leaving, or Sunday you can leave. So we will plan. Vrindavan and all were 5 days festival. Here 1 day less, 3 day, 4 day festival. So welcome, everybody will welcome. We'll soon, very soon now, put up registration for Mangalore Yatra for Janmashtami. Okay, that will come. And secondly is today is starting second batch of teachers training course. And many of you have already participated here. I can see Sujata, Shabas, Mataji, so many other people who like to participate. Aishwarya Mataji is there. My request really approach your language leaders. Let it come through them. So because I may not, somebody was saying you forgot me, it didn't come through the proper channel. How will I know? This, I have to have a system. So let it come through the language leaders, and you can always contact me, no problem, but come to the language leaders as proper system. Okay, we will continue to have this. Maybe 10 times we need, then we will cover our 200, and teachers will keep increasing. See, presently we have 8 batches of Bhakti Shastri running parallel. It's great pride, great pleasure for us, transcendental pride. It's around little less than 200 people are undergoing Bhakti Shastri course. Now, like this, if it continues, we may very soon, in few months, have 500 people studying Bhakti Shastri. So our place, by the time the temple opens, will become an education hub. Education where spiritual devotees are trained to give proper spiritual education. So I hope that will be very satisfying. Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna.